Welcome to Fantastic Film Friday. This week we went to see
X-Men First Class.
which we absolutely enjoyed.
Adored.
It was a very good film. I'm going to give this film myself between 3 to 4 stars. If you want to find out my full review, by all means, please go and view it on my website, jadestewart.co.uk, where there'll be a review up on my blog, which is my full written review on this. But anyway, back to the actual film itself. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. However, the Marvel comic-y X-Men geek in me was not completely happy with the timeline.
Neither was mine.
Now, the actors were fantastically picked. The cast was amazing. And I can fault nothing in that whatsoever.
Some people's acting was a bit weak.
Now, what I really want to know, are we seeing here with Bryan Singer and director Matthew Vaughn, are we seeing an X-Men reboot? I do, funnily enough, get a feeling that this is an attempt to reboot the franchise.
Put the fire back into the franchise.
Yeah, with this, we get the first meeting of Xavier and Magneto.
You get small tidbits of Magneto's origins and how he became Magneto. You also get how Professor Xavier became how he is,
which we're not completely satisfied with. I'll be completely honest.
Between the cast, you've got between certain characters in the cast, you've got certain bits that don't match on how they've met and how they became who they are, because they've sort of that's what we mean by the timeline's wrong. Certain things you'll go, if you're a huge fan, you'll be like, that's wrong, I don't like this. But even though it is like that, sit down, because the movie is an absolute fabulous movie without that.
Yeah, I mean, it is good. Alright, it does tend to be quite long-winded to start with, but once it actually gets going and we see the interaction between Professor X and Magneto, it just starts going fantastic. But up until that point, I do feel it kind of lags a little bit, hence why I'm only prepared to really give it about 3 stars. That and the other things to do with the incontinuities between this and previous films. That point in case happens to be between this film and the X-Men's Origins Wolverine, with the Emma Frost character. I don't think that there's any way that Wolverine could have appeared in this movie with Emma Frost being the age that she was, and various different things. It makes me think that there are a lot of incontinuities here. But it's still very, very good. Now, the actors themselves, Michael Fassbender as Magneto, fantastic, fantastically cast. Pulls off an amazing German accent, in my opinion. He's the final of his PhD and been awarded his PhD in this movie.
Is it mutation genetic genes?
His PhD was within genetics. It comes to tell us. Now this was played by James McAvoy, which in my opinion, he fits the role perfectly. Fantastically. It's exactly what I would have kind of, if I didn't know previous stories and everything like that to do with X-Men, it's how I would have imagined a young Xavier to be. Anything else?
Not really. I mean, the only things we can say is what we said is the movie is absolutely fantastic. Continuity errors quite a lot the way through the film. We do have some fun bits in the film, as in cameo appearances from certain people.
Yes, such as...
we got the Wolverine.
We get a cameo from Hugh Jackman, and of course, there's also, which I was quite surprised to see, was a cameo part of Jack Nicholson in this movie. I'm not gonna give away what his character is, but I was very impressed.
You do also get to see, if you follow the Marvel franchise, you actually do get to see Nightcrawler's father in the movie. He's one of the main roles. Azil,
something like that.
Yeah.
The main bad guy, was actually played by none other than...
I can't remember his name.
Oh dear. Yes, the main role of the bad guy was played by none other than Footloose himself,
Kevin
Bacon.
That's who it was. My brain's not working yet. I'm Kevin Bacon, and I'm gonna Footloose. Ding 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 ding.
About this movie.
All in all, absolute fabulous film. Go see it. If you've never seen any X-Men films, sit down, watch through it. You will thoroughly enjoy yourself. You will not be... Certain parts you will laugh your ass off. Other parts you may not understand what's going on.
Yeah.
You also get to see the transformation of Beast from human form to Beast. Even though in my opinion, it's totally wrong how it's done.
It goes to explain how Hank McCoy became the way he is.
Yeah.
Now, on to next week. What we are hoping to review next week, because we've actually finally managed to go and see a showing of it. It took us forever to actually find somewhere that was actually showing this film, but we finally managed to find it because we were apparently a week late. We are going to see none other...
Priest!
A film that I really, really wanted to see. It's apparently... it
bombed in the cinema.
In the UK, but... Well, from what we can tell, it's bombed in the cinema in the UK because nowhere's showing it. However, apparently it did amazingly in America. So, what I want to know is, why didn't we like it over here?
But from what we've seen of the trailers, from what we've heard, from what I've been told by mates who've seen it, the film is absolutely spectacular. Awesome story to it. Everything is amazing. Action-packed. You've got thrills. You've got action. Everything.
Yep.
Why don't you like it, England? Why?
What's wrong with you? You've got vampires, you've got good guys, you've got bad guys. You know, I don't know.
Or is it just a simple case that the film is called Priest? It has a religious cult that is fighting against vampires, and not many of us are religious in England anymore. Is that the reason why you didn't like it? Answers on a post.
Well, no, actually, if you just put it down in the comments and so on and so forth,
yes,
we will more than happily have a look at those. And also, if you want to ask us to review a film for you, by all means, please, please, please do.
We have a vast library of films at our home that we can do. I mean, we've got... We have films that not many people know of. If you want a film reviewing, let us know. We'll review it.
Yeah. So, if you would like us to go and see any particular films that you're interested in at the moment, by all means, please, please comment below, send us a video response, anything. And yeah, we will more than happily go out and see it for you.
As long as it's not a soppy romance film.
I don't mind soppy romance films.
Has to have death.
And that was cat.
Yes. But we're going to have to wrap this up now, guys. So...
I've been Stonewall to the Hook.
I've been Jade1. That's a cat. And next week, we review mutton chops.
I thought it was Earl Grey tea.
No, I'm thinking the muttons. Do I say bye to the people? Look, say bye to the people. You can say bye.
And by the way, this is our special guest.
Yeah.
Her name's Munch.
Munch, say bye to the people.
Say bye-bye to the people. Say bye-bye to the viewers. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.